Hey y'all, my name is Marianne and I chose to do an article over the prevalence of dieting in college women. So the article I chose is called Prevalence and Correlates in Dieting in College Women, a Cross-Sectional Study. It was published in 2012 in the International Journal of Women's Health, Volume 4. The researchers were Flavia Fayette, Peter Petox, and Samir Saman. Ms. Fayette and Mr. Petox are from Australia and Mr. Saman is from New Zealand. So a little bit about me. My name is Marianne. I am in my junior year of my bachelor's degree in kinesiology. I'm a member of Alpha Delta Pi and a student athletic trainer for Texas Tech Athletics. After I graduate, I'll be pursuing my master's of athletic training and athletic training certifications. And the reason I chose this article is I've always struggled with obesity. I was pushed into diets from a young age. I think the first was in like 5th or 6th grade. And I would say that the pressure put on me to diet has contributed to my struggle with starvation and then binge eating. College has given me an opportunity to grow and improve my eating habits and my exercise regimens. However, I'd be lying if I said that those changes had nothing to do with the pressures young women face every day to have the perfect body. Dieting is a very common practice worldwide, especially so in young women. Studies show that 60 to 80% of students have been on a diet within the past year. Dieting often starts at a young age and continues through college. A higher percent of women who regularly diet report problems with eating behavior, and an overestimation of body fatness and dieting are reported to be proportional with the prevalence of eating disorders. Studies have also shown that the freshman year is often associated with weight gain, aka the freshman 15. The transition to university provides an environment with new pressures, workloads, anxieties, and stress, increased sense of independence, and a change in routine that can affect diet and exercise patterns. Two examples of this are those who consume breakfast often tend to have lower BMIs, and those who consume sugar-sweetened beverages, our beloved Starbucks, regularly tend to have higher BMIs. However, college does offer plenty of opportunities to develop healthy habits that contribute to long-term weight management. Fun fact, in other countries, a freshman 15 is known as the vaguer first-year fatties, the more accurate freshman 5, or in Australia, the more explicit-sounding fresher spread. The purpose of this study is to determine the prevalence of dieting and its relationship with eating behavior, body weight, and body mass index in college women. So, a total of 308 students, 18 to 35, were recruited from campus. Participants with eating disorders, pregnant, breastfeeding, or athletes were excluded from the study. They calculated BMI and separated the participants in BMI categories according to the World Health Organization criteria. Eating behavior was assessed using a 51-item questionnaire containing 3 dimensions of eating behavior: restraint, disinhibition, and hunger. Participants were asked to respond to questions related to their self-perception of their weight change over the past year, weight loss attempts during the 3 months preceding their participation in the present study, methods of active weight control, and weight stability. Participants in the study generally overestimated their BMI. 10.6% were underweight, while only 4.6% classified themselves as underweight. 78% were normal, while 65% classified themselves as normal. 11.4% were overweight, while 27.3% classified themselves as overweight. My takeaways from these studies are that young women are under social pressure to maintain a low BMI and have therefore developed an altered perception of what constitutes a healthy BMI. Nutrition professionals should consider educating young women about body weight regardless of their client's measured BMI. So I personally have a connection to this. My cousin has struggled with an eating disorder, and this is what she had to say about it. I asked her about dieting, and she said that she definitely started dieting at a young age. She cared a lot about the state of her body, being a cheer athlete, and so she geared her eating to a certain way for that. She was also influenced for those close to her to think that her weight had a tie to her importance and her ability to have friendships and succeed down the road. As far as BMI, she said she did think BMI played a role in it. She didn't learn a lot about how every body is different and how you can still be healthy even if you don't exactly match the BMI scale. All she sees is her height and weight and what classifies her as, and that can take a mental toll. When she feels like she's nourishing your body, honoring your hunger, exercising right, and treating your body in a good way, to then look at the BMI scale and see you still fall under the overweight section is mentally crushing. You start to believe that even though you're taking care of your body as you should be, that it's not enough, and that clearly you aren't doing something right, and that there's something about you that you need to change or fix. Along with other things, BMI was something that altered how she felt about her body and her health. When she initially developed her eating disorder, BMI was a number she focused on and used as a target, something she found herself obsessing over and then obsessing over to reach and then preserve. So that is the end of my presentation. I hope y'all learned something. If you didn't, I'm sorry. You'll have a good weekend.